Hello there, it's Charles here and welcome to today's video. Today we are planting maize, and of course it's the last day of March, so we are now entering the month of April. So that means we are entering the month of serious farming, serious planting and serious rainfall. Now, when it comes to crops farming, maize is one of the things that is commonly grown in northern Uganda, in some part of Uganda, and even in other countries in Africa. There are many purposes of maize. One, maize can be used for flour. That is when some flour has been added on them, can be used for flour. Can some people just consume it by roasting, boiling, among others. Now, when it comes to that, of course, the first thing you would want to think of is the variety, because there are some varieties that are only for roasting or for boiling. Then there are some that are for flour when you add value on them. Today, we are planting one of our 6 acres garden right here in northern Uganda, and the variety that we have chosen is called DK777. DK777 has been a very popular variety in 2024, and this is because of many reasons. Now, if I may just give you a few features or reason why people like DK777. One is because of its adaptability in various ecological zones. So it can actually adapt to any situation so quickly. Secondly, it has high yield and also large grain size. Very soon I'm going to talk about how many bags you should maybe expect when you put that. Another one is early maturity. Usually it matures, actually it doesn't really take so long, which I'm going to tell you shortly. Also another one, it is very resistant to root and stalk lodging. And then DK777 can actually yield a lot if you prepare your garden very well, you follow proper agronomic practices. You can probably get, if really less, it can be 35 bags or even more. So that is it. So this is what, starting with it, this is what usually looks like when you buy DK777. It comes in a sacket. This sacket happens to be 2 kilograms, and currently in Uganda, this goes for around 30,000 to 35,000 depending on where you're buying it from. Of course, it always varies. So, and this is it. I'm sure this is made from Kenya because the species here is, they're saying it's called Z maize, and this was sampled in January 2025. So among other details, so let's start by spacing, because that's the most important thing people usually want to know. From the label here, the plant spacing guide tells us that the seed spacing should be 25 to 30 centimeters, and then the row spacing should be 75 to 90 centimeters. Of course, the seed depth also, you can do 1 seed per hole if you follow this right spacing. But then maybe if your spacing is a bit large, you can then do 2 seeds per hole. So the depth should be 5 to 6 centimeters, like I've said. So for the fertilizer requirements, here they are saying you need to apply on the same day as planting, 5 to 7 centimeters away. Of course, during watermelon video, I already demonstrated how you can do this. For the base one, personally, I usually use DAP, that is diammonium phosphate, and even today we are actually planting using DAP. So because it helps in root development and all those. So that is it about spacing. And like I always say, first thing, make sure you prepare your garden very well, and then make sure you follow proper agronomic practices. But this is basically an update. I'm going to share a very detailed video. This here is also for learning about growing maize. So there's a lot of varieties in the market. We have the DK, we have the Bazooka, we have the Longe. There's quite a lot of varieties you can choose. But of course, one thing I need to tell you, if you follow me, please be careful where you buy your seed from, because there's a lot of fake seeds and in the market right now. So be very cautious where you buy it from, because I wouldn't want you to invest your money in buying. Maybe you buy a seed over £1 million and then you end up buying something that is not genuine. My name is Charles and I am the Ugandan farmer. If you want to learn more about farming in Uganda, northern Uganda to be specific, you want to do a consultation, I'm always available. Thank you for watching. I'm going to see you in the next one.